It's 11:36 on your Talk Sport. I'm Johnny Vaughan, joined by James Brown, Gavin Woods, and significantly for this minute, Bob Ballon. Okay, do you know what? It's time for somebody to get their ass kicked.
Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wheel licked. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wheel licked.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the show, John Sheridan. That's two of them clapping. Morning, John. How are you this morning?
How are you, lads? I'm okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to have you on the show. Thank you very much for joining us. We were just talking about Brian Clough a bit earlier. Now, you did sign for Forest in '89.
Did I?
Yeah, well, you didn't play. But who would you say was more frightening as a man, Cloughie or Fergie?
As a man?
Yeah. Who would you think would be more frightening? I mean, you've experienced, obviously, you know Fergie along the way, and you were there under Clough.
Well, I don't really know Fergie, but I could imagine Fergie probably being a bit more frightening than Brian Clough. I didn't really find Brian Clough that frightening. He was all right bloke, but, he come across okay. But Fergie, I think, if he'd lost his temper, he'd be quite frightening.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that, John. Now, you face Chesterfield today. How will your side warm up for today's game?
Warm up? Well, we travelled down yesterday. Obviously, travelling from Plymouth, how long the journey is. Wherever you're going, it's always... We left at 9:30, and it took us probably 6 hours to get down here.
Well, I tell you what, John, I've done a bit of research here. You've already travelled 4,234 miles to away games this season, spending 76 hours and 34 minutes on a coach.
Well, good stats. I mean, you're probably right. It feels like more. Yeah, but we travelled down yesterday.
It feels like more.
It feels like more. It does, right. 6 hours is usually a short journey for us. No, we got down and we just... To be fair, we're staying in the same hotel. Last year we played Chesterfield, and we stayed in this hotel we beat them. We played Mansfield this season, stayed in the same hotel, and beat them. And we've done our training, actually, on just a local park. It was a bit like Kes. We were on the pitch, and,
Were there dogs running on, John?
Pardon?
Were there dogs running on the pitch?
Yeah, there was plenty of dogs, and there was plenty of dogs. You know what?
Really?
Around the pitch.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
And we're just a bit superstitious, and we've done the same thing, and we got down just before it got dark last night, and we walked down to the local park, and we all trained on there, so...
What do the lads do to while away the many hours you spend on the road? Is there a card school there? Is there, I mean...
Nah, them Johnny, them days, I wish there was a card school.
Because I love gambling.
The lads... No, usually just a game of cards to pass the time away, but most of them sleep nowadays, and they've all, obviously, iPads and all this technology, and none of them play, they all just do their own little thing, and it's really quiet.
How does it differ to when you were playing for Big Jack in the Ireland team, Republic of Ireland team?
Well, yeah, totally different to when you're going up. I mean, going away with Ireland, a few of the lads are so many good players, but it was a bit like having a stag do when you went to play with Ireland.
Well, with Big Jack as the stag.
He would call training off sometimes, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, no, we used to, no, we'd go away, obviously meet up for Fridays. If we were playing on the Wednesday during the week, we'd meet up on a Friday, and, especially home games in Dublin.
Yeah.
And Jack was all for it. The camaraderie between the players, that's why Ireland done so well. I think that everyone got on with each other. There was some world-class players there, but when we went away, we had a few days having a drink, and we'd always play cards on the bus, and we'd have a good time. But when the game time came, it was really serious.
What about when you're actually in America in the World Cup in '94? How did Charlton change his?
The hotel, and we were relaxed. We were based in New York for 2 weeks because we were playing in New York. And, no, he was just relaxed. Jack actually had his own little barrel in his bedroom, Guinness barrel. He had
his own barrel?
He had his own barrel.
But he used to wander up and down. Sorry, was that the World Cup where Jack was insisting that you were really hydrated as a team, and he spent his whole time running up and down the touchline, just putting water there to make sure the players are hydrated.
Well, that was a famous one, wasn't it, with John Aldridge on the sideline. It was absolutely comical. I mean, it wasn't comical on day because we wanted Aldo on the pitch. But the way things happen, when you watch it on the likes of YouTube now and you look back to it, I think Aldo must have left him blind. I think about 20 times. I think he come across him. Oh, it was comical. And Jack got banned for the next game. And I think we all had to. I think he was trying to make us all put a little bit of money in to pay his fine because he didn't think it was his fault.
Did you ever see Jack in a bad mood? Did you ever see him lose his temper?
I don't think I did. I wouldn't like to either.
I
think Jack was one of them. If you got on the wrong side of Jack, I think he could, But I think most of the lads respected what he was and took him. But I think he was really good with the players. His man management with the players, I thought was excellent. And like I say, with the Island team, great camaraderie, and they've done really well for Jack's time there for 10 years, whatever. And did really well and got in finals and competitions. So a lot of things he did was really good. And
Shez, is it true when you played for Sheffield Wednesday that you once didn't show up for your massage the next day because you're off playing for your brother's team?
Is that true?
Is that true?
I've done that. I mean, I can say it now because I'm out in my career. I've done that a few times. I've got.
Brilliant!
I think the best one I done was when I was at Leeds. I just got into the Leeds team. I probably played at Leeds United. Eddie Gray was the manager, and I was commuting from Manchester to Leeds. And my brother was playing in the semi-final of the cup competition, and there was a fellow who ran the team, Paddy Kelly. He was a great fellow who lived in the area where we were all brought up as kids, and they were just a local team. But they were in the semi-final. It was a Friday night, and I was playing. I can't remember who we were playing the following day at Ellen Road. So I've gone to watch him. And it's a lovely summer's night, warm night, and I'm watching. Anyway, one of the lads gets injured. So I'm watching the game, and I've got my trainers on and that, and I said to, you only had a young lad as a son, I said to Paddy Kelly, I says, Paddy, put us on. No one will know. So he's put me on in the game, Paddy, and I've gone on with my trainers. Anyway, we won the game 5-1. I've scored that trick.
I was going to say, really conspicuous.
Yes. True story. Anyway, after the game, we're celebrating in the changing room, and the referee walked into the changing room, and he shouts over to Paddy. He says, Paddy, he said, who's your number 10? He says, he's too good to be playing at this level. I want to put his name into the interleague team, and I'm going to put him, And obviously, Paddy, I've gone under a different name, and Paddy, but no, I was only a young lad then, and I shouldn't have been doing it. But yeah, I done that. I mean, Big Ron used to think I was playing every weekend, Ron, so. But yeah, I did it a few times. I wouldn't like any of my players to do it, but yeah, I did it.
I love that. Meant to be keeping a low profile. Can I say, when you scored the third one of the hat trick, I mean, you're a professional footballer there. Did you really celebrate?
Well, I couldn't celebrate. No, not really too much.
You didn't want to rub it in. So
I think one or two of the other lads on the other team recognised me, so I had to keep it a bit low. So. No, I didn't celebrate.
Okay. I was going to say, who's that guy who scored a hat-trick but didn't really celebrate?
In his trainers.
In fact, after he scored the last one, in his trainers, looked like he was actually trying to muddle in.
Yeah, I like
it
that.
might not have been, just muddle in with the crowd.
Yeah.
Could have been any of them.
I like it when players play football.
Yeah,
I like
football.
That. I like that clip the other day of Paul Scholes playing five-a-side.
Yeah.
I think football, you know,
What a goal.
Yeah, but when you meet ex-players, you say, do you ever play anymore? You go, no, not really. Just think, why?
Why not, yeah.
Anyway, listen, John, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. Ladies and gentlemen,
that was brilliant.
He's been on the warm-up. He's warmed us up nicely. You're taking on Chesterfield today, right?
We are, yeah.
Well, best of luck. Best of luck to you against them, and best of luck to them as well. We're very, we show no bias on the warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, we've met John Sheridan.
Thanks, John.